Hello and welcome to another 5-minute masterclass. Today's topic is area and circumference of circles. Now you will need a calculator for this, so make sure you have one available before we proceed. So we're thinking about area and circumference. We need to consider a few keywords. Area, we know from previous work that is the inside of our shape, where circumference is just another word for perimeter. So when we're talking about circumference of a circle, we're talking about the outside of it. We are just talking about the perimeter. Now there are two formulas that you need to learn for this. Area is pi r squared and circumference is pi d. They are not given to you in your exam, so you do need to learn them off by heart. Now, for example 1, we're going to calculate the area and circumference of these circles below. My first circle has a diameter of 10. Now remember, the diameter is going all the way across the centre, through the centre of my circle, whereas the radius only goes from the centre to the outside in one direction. So I'm going to start with the area. Now area is pi times the radius squared, pi r squared. I'm not given the radius here, I'm given the diameter. So I need to calculate the radius first. Now remember, the diameter is double the radius. So if the diameter is 10, the radius is 5. So for the area of the circle, I'm going to go pi times 5 squared. And if you were to calculate that, if you were to put it in your calculator, it will come back to you as 25 pi. Because 5 squared, 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times pi is just 25 pi. Now remember, pi is a number, and it's around about 3.14159, and it goes on forever. But for our purposes, it's generally about 3.142. Now, we have a pi button on our calculator, which improves the accuracy of our answer. So into my calculator it goes, 25 pi, and you might have to press the format button to be able to change it to a decimal. And what you'll end up with is 78.5398, so I'm going to say 78.5. Checking my units, it says yards here, so it's yards squared because it's area. Circumference for the circle. Remember, circumference is pi d. An alternative to that is 2 pi r, because remember 2r is the same as diameter, so it's just a different way of memorising it. So circumference is pi times diameter. In this case, the diameter is 10, so it's pi times 10. If you were to put that into a calculator, you would get 10 pi. And if you were to change the format of 10 pi, you will end up with an answer of 31.4. Again, I'm looking at my units, it is yards. Looking at my second question here, just to go over it, I'm going to change the colour of my pen. So I've got a circle with a radius this time of 5. So when I'm calculating the area of this one, it's nice and easy because it's pi times the radius squared. So it's going to be pi times 5 squared. Now we already know the answer to that one because we've already done this. So it's that 25 pi, which is going to give me the answer, as we've seen, of the 78.5. Doing the same for my circumference. Circumference is pi times diameter. Now I've not been given the diameter, I've been given the radius here. So the diameter is all the way across, which is double to give me 10. So 10 pi, and as we've seen before, that's 31.4. Notice my units though, it's centimetres on this circle. So for area, that's centimetres squared, and for circumference, it stays a length. So it just stays as centimetre. Showing you example 2, we're just going to put this into a bit of context now. So I've got the diameter of a bicycle wheel is 50 centimetres. Remember, diameter means it is all the way across. And we've got the illustration here, but to help me, I'm just going to take it away from the bike and remind myself that it's all the way across. That is 50. And we're interested, how many complete rotations does it take to make a distance of kilometre? Okay, so rotations is where we're going all the way around the outside. So what we are calculating is the circumference. So when we're thinking about a rotation, it's asking us to find the circumference. So that's what I'm going to do. Circumference of the circle is pi times diameter. I've been told the diameter is 50. So I'm going to go pi times 50, which is 50 pi. And into my calculator that goes to give me an answer of 157.1. Now, looking at my unit, it's centimetres, and because it's a length, it stays the same. Now, what I'm interested in is how many of these rotations goes into 1 kilometre. So we've got to be careful here, because centimetres and kilometres are not the same thing. So the first thing I need to do is to convert this kilometre. Now, 1 kilometre, kilo, means 1,000. So 1 kilometre is 1,000 metres. But I don't want metres, I want centimetres. And when we consider centimetres, cent means 100. So I'm saying 100 centimetres into one of those. So I can calculate that by timesing this by 100 to give me 100,000 centimetres. So that means then I can now compare this. I've got each rotation is 157.1 and I've got 100,000 centimetres to work with. So to calculate the complete rotations, I'm going to share it. I'm going to divide it. So I'm going to take my 100,000, I'm going to divide it by 157.1, which gives me an answer of 636.5. Now I'm going back to my question. It says complete rotation, so I don't need this 0.5, I just need the whole ones. So rounding this to the nearest whole number, that's 636. I can't use 637, that's too far, we've not gone all the way around. So we leave it. There's a 636 rotations that you see here. Okay, it's over to you. So pause the video, try these questions, and when you're ready, press play. Look at the answers here. And if you feel that you need further practice, go on to Sparks, Corbett Maths or Maths Genie to get some further videos and practice to support your learning. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you again for another 5-minute masterclass.